What if everything you've been told about chosen ones is only half the truth? What if light and dark are not enemies, but two forces shaping the evolution of reality? Today, I'm going to reveal the hidden truth, the 7 biggest differences between the light chosen ones and the dark chosen ones. By the end of this journey, you won't just understand them, you'll know exactly which one you are. Because this is more than just knowledge. This is a call to remembrance. Are you ready? Let's begin. What if I told you that not all chosen ones are the same, that there's a cosmic split, a spiritual polarity that most people never see? But once you do, your entire view of reality shatters and reforms into something far more powerful. You see, we've all heard about the chosen ones and the healers, the bringers of light, but no one talks about the others. The ones born from fire, forged in chaos, destined to disrupt everything that exists today. I'm going to reveal the 7 biggest differences between the dark chosen ones and the light chosen ones. And by the end of this journey, you won't just understand them. You'll know exactly which one you are, but let's set the scene first. Imagine a sacred temple, thousands of years old, hidden in the jungle. Inside, 2 beings meditate in complete stillness. One radiates a soft, glowing light. The other pulses with a dark, magnetic energy. They are not enemies. They are not even opposites. They are forces both essential, both divine, but carrying out radically different missions. Here's what most spiritual teachings miss: light without shadow is incomplete. It's not real light, it's illusion and darkness. Without light, chaos, destruction, without purpose. That's why the universe calls forth both types of chosen ones, not to oppose each other, but to complete the cycle of evolution. Let's go deep difference. Number 1, origin of power. Light chosen ones draw power from harmony, connection, and cosmic unity. Their strength is in peace, love, and the raising of collective vibration. They heal through presence, uplift through compassion, and guide through understanding. Dark chosen ones. They draw power from disruption, solitude, and direct communion with the void. Their power doesn't soothe, it shocks awake. It doesn't comfort, it ignites rebellion. They heal not by avoiding the wound, but by tearing it open so truth can enter. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson. Both powers are sacred, but one unites and one divides to create space for the new. Second difference: relationship with pain. Light chosen ones transcend pain. They rise above, alchemize suffering into grace. Their path is one of forgiveness, of letting go, of bringing peace to chaos. But the dark chosen ones, they inhabit pain. They sit with it, own it, and then use it like a blade to cut through illusion. They don't run from suffering, they become its master, bending it into fuel for transformation. Ask yourself, when life crushed you, did you rise above, or did you dive deep and pull something raw and powerful from the depths? Third difference: how they trigger. Awakening by chosen ones. Guide gently, they speak in calm truth. Embody serenity and awaken others through resonance. People feel safe in their presence. Dark chosen ones, they're not safe. They challenge, confront, provoke. Their truth feels like a spiritual punch. People either hate them or are magnetically drawn because their energy disrupts the ego's comfort. You don't awaken from a dream with a whisper. You awaken when something shakes you to your core. That's the role of the dark chosen one. Let me ask you this: are you the whisper or the storm? Fourth difference: relationship to the system. Light chosen ones often work within systems. They heal communities, reform institutions, uplift traditions. They try to bring the divine into the world as it exists, raising its vibration from the inside out. And dark chosen ones, they're system destroyers. They don't adapt, don't conform. They break, expose, burn the system to ashes, so something truer can be born. This is why many of them are misfits, rebels, outcasts. They refuse to compromise their mission for comfort or approval. Fifth difference in inner conflict. By chosen ones often struggle with self-sacrifice. They give too much, forget themselves, in service of others, and risk dissolving into the collective. Their challenge is to maintain boundaries, to remain centered while carrying the world's pain. Dark chosen ones battle self-destruction. Their intensity turns inward. They risk burning themselves alive in the fire. They wield their challenge to wield power without being consumed by it, to find discipline inside chaos and humility inside might. Do you feel this truth, that both paths are dangerous? Both require immense mastery, but only you can walk your sixth difference. Divine communication light chosen ones often connect through visions, dreams, synchronicity. Their intuition is fluid, gentle, expansive. They receive divine energy and flow with it. Dark chosen ones, their divine connection is raw, direct, sometimes brutal. They don't just receive, they demand, confront, and wrestle with the divine. Until truth is forced to emerge, their intuition is visceral, immediate, embodied, more of a command than a suggestion. Here's a question. When Spirit speaks to you, does it feel like a soft breeze or like a lightning strike? Seventh difference. Legacy light chosen ones often leave visible legacies, healed people, uplifted communities, wisdom teachings. Their impact is celebrated, often seen as holy dark chosen ones. Their legacy is hidden in the cracks of the world. They may never be recognized, accepted, or even understood, but their impact is cosmic. They trigger evolution, they shift timelines, collapse paradigms, awaken dormant power in others. Their legacy is not in fame, it's in frequency. Now understand this, neither path is higher. Both are sacred, both are essential. Light builds, dark destroys to create space. Light uplifts, dark liberates. Light harmonizes, dark activates. You are not here to choose, you are here to remember. So I ask you, from the deepest chaos, but the dark chosen ones, they part of your soul, which one are you? And are you ready to fully embody it? No more hiding, no more half measures, no more waiting for permission. This is the beginning. The world needs both forces now more than ever. The old world is dying, and we, the chosen ones, are the midwives of what comes next. The question is not if the world will change. The question is, what role will you play in its rebirth next? We go into the training of the chosen ones, how they sharpen their inner weaponry, navigate spiritual war, and command reality. Mastery of power, how light and dark chosen ones train to command reality and fulfill their divine missions. Here's the real reason most people never fulfill their mission. They stay stuck in theory, ideas, spiritual fluff. But the chosen ones, the ones who are here to change the structure of reality, they train every single day. No exceptions, because this world, this matrix, doesn't hand over power. You either take it through action or stay trapped forever. Light chosen ones and dark chosen ones both hold immense spiritual force, but the way they train, the way they sharpen their inner weapon, that's where the difference turns into a gulf light. Chosen ones train through connection. Their rituals are focused on tuning themselves to higher frequencies. They fast, they meditate in nature, they surround themselves with beauty, calm, sacred sounds. They protect their energy like it's sacred currency, because it is their greatest weapon, is alignment. Being imperfect, perfect resonance with divine will. So the universe moves with them like they're dancing with something infinite. Their focus is on cleansing mind-body energy, keeping their field so pure that nothing chaotic can attach to them. When they speak, it calms. When they move, it heals. And when they act, it's effortless. Precision, because they're never acting alone. They operate like a conduit. And training for them means constantly tuning themselves to the higher signal, staying in flow no matter the storm around them. Now contrast that with the dark chosen ones. Their training is war. No one hands them peace. Their arena is chaos, and their mastery comes not through avoiding it, but through walking into the fire and becoming immune to the burn. Then they don't cleanse their energy. They dominate it. They don't wait for the right alignment. They force alignment through sheer will. Their rituals are intense, primal fasting until the body shakes silence, until the mind breaks physical pain, transmuted into focus cons, solitude, until every voice except the truth is gone. Their weapon is command. The universe doesn't move with them. They move it. They don't wait for signals. They give them the frequency. They emit isn't calming, it's pressure. They apply it to people, places, structures, and everything around them shifts or cracks for them. The training never stops. There's no balance, no flow. There's only strength. Either you have it or you don't. And if you don't, you build it every day through sacrifice, discipline, and the refusal to break the light. Chosen one's battlefield is subtle, emotional realms, relational energy. Collective healing, their challenge is to stay open, to keep compassion alive, even when facing a world built on numbness and hate. Their enemy is apathy. If they stop caring, they fall for them. Power means lifting others up, reminding the world of the divine spark in all beings. Their mission is to stabilize energy, to keep hope alive when everything seems lost. The dark chosen one's battlefield is raw. Power structures, hidden. Control systems, personal demons. Their enemy is weakness, compromise, the slow erosion of fire. If they become passive, they fall. Their power is in disruption, in burning away every lie, especially the ones people cling to. Most their mission is to break open reality, to tear down every false god, and rebuild with something real. Now when it comes to intuition, light chosen ones, trained to listen to the whispers, the signs, the subtle shifts in energy. Their mastery is responsiveness. They react with clarity, knowing the right action, not through force but through alignment. Dark chosen ones trained to act. Their mastery is initiative. They don't wait for signs, they create them. They impose direction, set timelines in motion, and force outcomes through absolute decision. One flows, one strikes, one receives. One commands both. Paths are valid, both paths require mastery. But there's something deeper. Light chosen ones seek to return the world to harmony, to restore the original frequency. Their goal is healing at the highest level, to reconnect humanity with the divine intelligence that holds the cosmos together. Dark chosen ones don't want restoration, they want evolution, new frequencies, new systems. Their goal isn't to return to what was, but to birth what's never been. They carry blueprints of futures no one has ever seen, and their training is to hold those visions stable even when the entire world tries to pull them back into the old. This isn't fantasy. This is reality for the ones who know. They carry something massive inside, something too big to explain to anyone else. Every time you doubt yourself, every time you think about giving in, remember this: your training is sacred. Your life is the ritual, your pain, your victories, your scars. They're not random, they are the forge. Every challenge is the fire, and you are the blade being shaped. Let's talk about action, because all the power in the world means nothing if you don't move light. Chosen ones act through presence, conversation, healing, creating spaces that feel like home. For the soul, they move quietly, but the ripple is huge. Dark chosen ones act through forced disruption. Speaking the truth, people refuse to hear. They don't just ripple, they create shockwaves. Both are needed. One holds space, the other shatters walls. One comforts the wounded, the other makes sure no one else gets wounded again. Most people will never understand what it costs to be you. They'll never know the battles you fight just to stay aligned, just to stay sharp, and they don't have to, because you're not here for validation, you're here for the mission at the end of your life. You won't be asking, did they like me? You'll be asking, did I complete what I came here to do? So let's get clear. The world is burning. Systems are collapsing. Truth is rising. The light chosen ones must heal the pain of a broken humanity. The dark chosen ones must build the new world. From the ashes, both are essential. The only question is, are you ready to step all the way in? No more fear, no more delay, just presence, just power, just purpose. Now's the time, because we are the ones who shift the entire timeline of humanity. We are the ones who either raise this world or watch it fall. No one is coming to save us. That's why we came. 7 biggest differences between the dark chosen ones and the light chosen ones. Let's go further. Light chosen ones use stillness to refine their awareness. They attune themselves to the unseen patterns of reality, watching how energy flows and choosing the exact moment to move. They let the world come to them, responding with calm, precision, aiming for harmony in every exchange. They are masters of timing, sensing when to step in and when to step back, when to guide, and when to let people fall so they can rise on their own. Their entire power is built on stability. They become unshakable through deep inner alignment, and that steadiness becomes a beacon for others. Dark chosen ones are different. Movement is their language. They don't wait. They act before the world even knows action is needed. They are 5 steps ahead because they've trained to see chaos not as a problem, but as a signal where others freeze. They move where others hesitate. They strike. They create momentum by sheer force of will. And their energy is a storm that demands everything real to remain and everything false to collapse. They are not beacons. They are fire starters. Their stability isn't calm. It's certainty, an internal anchor forged through surviving every storm life could throw at them. There's another layer light chosen. One's value, softness, vulnerability, openness. They find strength in exposing the heart and allowing emotions to flow, not to be controlled or suppressed. They view feeling as sacred as a bridge between souls. Dark chosen ones value containment. They choose which emotions are allowed to surface, which ones serve the mission. They don't suppress, they command their feelings. Don't lead them, they lead their feelings. Their emotional discipline isn't coldness, it's tactical precision. When they show vulnerability, it's deliberate. A move made with purpose, never random, never uncontrolled. They're not cold, they're focused, and focus is their fuel. Now, power the true kind is only possible through alignment with your role. Light chosen ones gain power through expanding intention. They stretch into more awareness, more compassion, more connection. Every act of giving multiplies their strength. Dark chosen ones gain power through contraction. They strip away everything that weakens them, cut ties to what doesn't serve. They refuse to waste energy on anything less than the absolute truth. Every act of refusal, every boundary, every no sharpens their force. They don't expand, they intensify when it comes to purpose light. Chosen ones seek to preserve life. Elevate experience. Keep the web of reality intact. They build bridges, restore trust, hold space for people to heal at their own pace. Their energy says you are safe here. Dark chosen ones aim to destroy anything. Unworthy of survival, they don't want to preserve. They want to evolve. Their energy says wake up or be left behind. They tear away illusions, demand transformation, and have no tolerance for stagnation. Their presence forces movement, and that movement either breaks people down or makes them stronger. Most of society is terrified of the dark chosen ones because they cannot be manipulated, bought, or silenced. They obey nothing but their own code. And that kind of independence is seen as a threat by every system. Built on control light, chosen ones are often accepted, praised, celebrated until their light becomes too strong and starts exposing the shadows. People want to hide. Then they too are pushed away because truth in any form is uncomfortable. But truth is the only thing that frees. The world is shifting. Everything we once knew is crumbling, and the time for hesitation is over. The light chosen ones are here to heal, uplift, and guide humanity back to its divine nature. The dark chosen ones are here to break illusions, disrupt false systems, and forge a new world from the ashes. Both paths are sacred. Both are necessary. The only question left is, which one are you? And more importantly, are you ready to step fully into your power? Because the time is now. The mission has begun. If this resonated with you, share this message with those who need it. And remember, you are not alone.